It was only a matter of time after the Loki Season 2 finale until we moved on to the next MCU project releasing. We had learned recently that the second season of What If would be releasing this holiday season, but we had yet to get an official release date or any look at what the new season has in store for us. Well, now we've got our first official trailer, giving us an idea of what's on the horizon. Although there were some episode titles leaked a while back, it now appears that there is a new set of episodes making up Season 2. Some, like What If Wanda grew up watching musicals instead of sitcoms, are nowhere to be found. We don't know if it's been scrapped, or possibly pushed back to an unannounced third season if the animation was incomplete thus far. They've already done this with one of the episodes that was supposed to be in the first season, which was delayed to the second season due to problems with the pandemic, so it isn't completely out of the realm of possibilities for this to be the case. However, the Season 2 episode titles that we will be getting, in order of release, are What If Nebula joined the Nova Corps, What If Peter Quill attacked Earth's mightiest heroes, What If Happy Hogan saved Christmas, What If Iron Man crashed into the Grandmaster, What If Captain Carter fought the Hydra Stomper, What If the Avengers assembled in 1602, What If Hela found the Ten Rings, What If Kahori reshaped the world, and What If Strange Supreme intervened. The trailer starts out with giving us a look at the second episode, where the Avengers will have to fight a young Peter Quill. And maybe I'm just being overly critical and thinking about this more than the first season, but I don't understand how this would come to be. Somehow we're going to see him unlock his celestial powers as a young child, maybe after his mother dies, and go on a rampage against Earth. We do get to see King T'Chaka here return in this one, voiced still by Atandwa Akani, and some of the other heroes we see include Hank Pym, the Winter Soldier, and based on the costume design and voice it sounds like the woman is Dr. Wendy Lawson, or Mar-Vell. It's an interesting group of heroes coming together in what I assume will be 1988 if this is all occurring after Peter sees his mother die. We then get some quick flashes of a few of the episodes, and right now I think Hela and the Ten Rings would end up being the star of the season. The animation looks good for all of them, same that we got with the first season really, but having Hela with the Ten Rings is such a dangerous concept, and as we see from the trailer footage, it'll bring a lot of characters back that we haven't seen in a while, both from the Shang-Chi film and characters like Odin. After a short look at Nebula as a member of the Nova Corps, we see the Great Protector flying through the skies. We then see a brief moment of Wanda using her magic, and based on the silhouettes of the figures around her, it's hard to say which episode she'll appear in. My assumption right off the bat is the finale about Strange Supreme intervening, because that one has the most wide-open story. And if what we saw from the Season 1 finale holds true again, it's going to be an expansive finale that incorporates a lot of different story elements and could even call back to characters from Season 1. We then get an extended look at the episode that was originally supposed to be a part of Season 1, What If Iron Man crashed into the Grandmaster? I believe it was originally supposed to be What If Gamora killed Thanos, but this one still looks to have the same overall story, with Tony Stark and Gamora somehow ending up on Sakaar. Valkyrie makes an appearance, as does the Grandmaster. The clip we see here is all of them racing, or maybe just fleeing the scene. It looks like it'll be a fun time, but not one that I'm terribly looking forward to. Some of the episode titles are really intriguing, and I'm sure they're going to find a way to connect them all together, and maybe connect a few of them to the main MCU timeline like we did in Multiverse of Madness. But some of these just seem like unnecessary stories, whereas there are what-if questions that fans are actively asking for. Later on in the trailer, we get to see Ying Li, Shang-Chi's mother, either training or fighting against Hela, and then we get Nebula practicing with the Yaka arrow in front of a hologram of Yondu, so that one looks to be set after Guardians of the Galaxy 2 at least. Thanos makes an appearance during a recreated scene from Infinity War with him and Captain America. This is another one of those moments where I'm not quite sure where it would fit in. Ant-Man and Thor get a little rebrand as they fight in medieval armor, assuming that one is from the 1602 Assembled episode. That one will be interesting given the new time period, as since there is an Ant-Man, meaning it's not just heroes coming together in 1602, I assume there will be some element of time travel involved. The trailer ends with our first look at Kahori, a new hero created for the series. It looks like she'll get her powers after drowning and being pulled into the Tesseract. Although it doesn't look to be the story I was expecting when the titles first leaked, which was more of a plan what if the Native American tribes discovered the Tesseract. But as the penultimate episode of the season, this one might be the one that pulls in a lot of different characters and moments from across the MCU. Captain Carter will return, and there's a short moment of Kahori and Thanos in the same scene, so that's either got to come from this episode or the finale. I'm excited to see a new character, and because of her being introduced as a brand new hero in the series, and not just some variant of another character, I think it's entirely possible that we see her introduced into the MCU by the next Avengers movie. It was also announced that the second season will premiere on December 22nd, with a new episode premiering every day up until the new year. Even though it makes it a little difficult to review them all, I might just wait until they all premiere and then do one big review video, but I really like this method for a show like this. It can be pressuring to feel like you have to binge them all in one day to avoid spoilers, but especially with Echo coming out the second week of January, a weekly release feels like too much time in between to hold the audience's excitement when the new episodes aren't as impactful as the average MCU show. How excited are you for What If Season 2? Let me know in the comments below. Remember to like the video, and subscribe for more Marvel videos, and remember to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Thank you all for watching, and remember, the Force will be with you. Always.